Hello everyone, my name is Leonel Caspe and I'm very happy to start our presentation about the Google Glass marketing strategy and relaunch plan. Our team, Elia, Vacencia, George and I, work together to create a complete marketing plan that focuses on bringing back Google Glass to the market in a smarter and more successful way. Technology is always changing how we live, work and communicate. Devices like smartphones and wearables are now part of our daily lives. Google Glass was one of the first products to try to mix technology with fashion and everyday use. It first came out in 2013 and got a lot of attention because it was very futuristic, but it also had big problems. People didn't feel comfortable with the camera. It was too expensive and the design was not really attractive for normal users. In this project, we look at what went wrong before and how Google can relaunch the product successfully today. Our marketing plan focuses on rebuilding trust, improving visibility, and making the products more accessible and useful for real people. Now, let's take a quick look at the structure of our marketing plan. We start with the executive summary, which gives an overview of the whole strategy. Then, we go into the situation analysis, where we review the market and the competitors. After that, we describe our goals and target market, explaining who we want to reach and what we want to achieve. Later, we move to the value proposition and tactics, where we show how Google Glass can stand out and what marketing action we will use. Finally, we include implementation and budget, controls, and exhibits, which shows how we will measure success and visualize our plan. In the executive summary, our main idea is that Google Glass has a second chance to become successful. The technology is better, the market for wearable devices is growing, and people are now more open to new tech. Our plan focuses on influencer marketing, communication, and more affordable pricing. We are targeting professionals such as healthcare workers, educators, and tech-savvy young adults. This user will benefit from the hands-free features and smart connectivity that Google Glass offers. Overall, the goal of our plan is to rebuild the brand reputation of Google Glass and make it useful, innovative, and trusted products in today's technology market. Thank you very much for listening. I will now pass into the next team member to continue with the next part of our presentation. Thank you so much.
Hi everybody, my name is George Davison. I will be going over the situational analysis, the goals, and then our target market for the Google Meta Glasses. So the initial rollout lacked planning, adversity, and advertisement, which made the initial adoption very difficult. It was first launched in 2013, but today the smart glasses market is rapidly expanding, with billions in growth projected over the next decade. $900 billion to be exact, projected over the next decade. Excuse me. Competitors like Microsoft, Apple, and Meta have shown that focused marketing and niche positioning can drive success. So basically what all this means is that if Google would have launched their glasses today with a little bit better advertising, with more hype around it and a lower price, they could have been just fine. So when they were initially rolled out, the Meta glasses cost $1,500, which is ridiculous. I think today a pair of the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, which are similar, I think they only run like $350. So there's a big price difference. So I feel like if Google came back in the market today and they said, look, we are charging $400, I feel like they would still get the traction that they are looking for. So our goals for our relaunch plan focuses on building engagement through influencers and celebrity partners to make the glass a more lifestyle product. We want to improve accessibility by offering more ways to purchase, including payment plans, as well as putting the product in online stores and in person. So if somebody wants to go and see, okay, I like this one, but they don't have the color I want, they're still able to go online and look. And sometimes the market, the like payment plans and stuff like that, is only offered online or in person. What what we think that the best thing to do would be to open up the marketing for everybody. Open up the same payment plan options, whether it's in person or online. And I feel like that would make a big difference. Finally, another big thing that like why they failed in the beginning, was because a lot of people worried about privacy. So if Google rebuilds trust and becomes transparent with their privacy protections, like it shows, okay, look, we're not going to watch your videos. We don't have access to any of this. It's all yours, and you're completely protected. I feel like it'll open up the market for a lot more people, because a lot more people will be interested if they know that their privacy is protected. Google Glass is best suited for professionals in healthcare, logistics, as well as manufacturing. And the reason that it's best suited for them is because they work jobs where they can't touch their phones a lot. Where, like healthcare workers, for example, they will have to rewash their hands, re-scrub in, all that stuff. If they're able to just use the glasses to help them, it'll create big steps for them. So because they would become more efficient through the day, as well as manufacturing people. Logistic personnel would use them because it would help them to track everything that they do throughout the day and help them take advantage of the lapses that they have within the day. Um, Tech savvy young adults as well as gamers would be another good people to focus on. Competitors already focus on niches like enterprise or premium, virtual reality, but Google's ecosystem offers unique advantages because of the fact that there's already so many things within the Google family. So if Google was able to tie it in like Apple does with their iPhone, AirPods, Apple Pencil, iPad, if they can tie the Google Glass into that realm, it's going to be something that you have to have if you have a Google phone. By emphasizing affordability, style, and other user friendliness, Glass can stand out all by itself. Thank you guys.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vaquinzia Jordan. My group did Google Glasses. I am going to cover the value proposition, marketing tactics, and implementation. On this slide, it's the value proposition. It's a chart, and the value proposition is designed for the general public, high-tech, hand-free accessories, key features, first-person video capture. The private audio output provides convenience, safety, a new digital experience through reality, collaboration, potential with social media, AR applications, and workplace tools. Examples as the healthcare uses Google Glasses to help the doctors, patient visits in real time, reducing paperwork and improving patient interaction. The target market, Google Glasses focus on more of the demonstration of the benefits of the Google Glasses. Digital campaigns can target industries such as healthcare, logistics, and manufacturing by showing hand-free application that save time and reduce errors. Intended to mass market, such as the Apple Watch, and provide sound transmission. Marketing tactics, features, as I mentioned before, is the camera with first-person live video capture, built-in microphone voice recognition, touchpad navigation on frame, high-resolution AR display, Google search third-party app support. In this slide, we talk about the customer and collaborative value, company value, and the value of creation. Social media will help with the new relaunch of the Google Glasses, short reels on Instagram, TikTok, showing hands-free navigation, recording, translation, and then the workplace adoption. The Pristine eyesight, it provides live encrypted video, audio streaming, so remote specialists can consult in real time. For the ambulance personnel, streaming, hospital staff with emergencies like stroke. The media buzz for Google Glasses, unique relaunch story, organic marketing, a quick side-by-side clip, the before when they tried to go with the Google Glasses, and the afterwards. And then use catchy slogans like see smarter, work faster, live hands-free. The branding and the pricing on this chart, it just kind of displays what the original price was, the revised in price, and the proposed relaunch for it. In this one, you will see the promotion and distribution strategies. Google Glasses is to make the buying process easier for customers. In the first launch, the product was too expensive and only sold in limited ways. Many people didn't even know or where to buy Google Glasses. Google Glasses should give customers different options for purchasing, such as online, physical retailers, and payment plans. In this chart, you'll see the promotion and distribution. On the left is the promotion strategy that will help people to buy Google Glasses. On the right is the distribution to let you know the alignment of the Google Glasses. On the left, and mentioned before in the slide, a couple slides, the influencer partnership, social media buzz, the comeback story to build the hype around the Google Glasses. And then also with just free product for the influencers to show it on Instagram, TikTok, and then the distribution would be aligned product with Google mobile ecosystem, and then the online store retail partners with phone and improve availability versus the original launch time. In this category is the budgeting and implementation category and budgeted. Just a couple numbers of the social media influencer campaign. And when I say on the next slide, it kind of go in depth as in the social media influence campaign, promote Google Glasses through sponsor influencers with the reels and TikToks of the pricing of that, the enterprise discount and the trials like the Google Glasses should offer the discounted pilot programs for businesses, hospitals, and educational institution. The production and distribution, the cover cost of manufacturing, packing, and logistics of the relaunch inventory. And the numbers is above in this actual slide. So the budgeting was 250, 150, 300,000, and 100,000, and the total estimate budget is 800,000. On the key takeaways for Google Glasses, the unique AR product with a strong power delivers customer value, enabling quick, easy content sharing, low price, enhances competitiveness, strategies the relaunch builds social media and market trust, collaboration with social and enterprise platforms for the growth, and the slogans will help us see smarter, work faster, live hands free, and because people love convenience. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Elijah Griffin, and I will be discussing the controls and exhibits of the Google Glass. So first off, key performance indicators. These are going to be different indicators that let us know if the product is doing well after relaunch. We're going to be looking at sales matrix and the marketing performance. With the sales matrix, the first thing we're going to have to do is diagnose units sold on a monthly and quarterly basis, just to make sure that there's no lapse in sales. We're also going to pay attention to the consumer rates by distribution method. This means whether the product's selling online, if it's selling at a Google store, or even if it's getting clicked on social media and taking you to the website. We also want to pay attention to the customer acquisition cost. So what this is taking the total cost of the sales and marketing and dividing it by the amount of new customers. That lets us know what we spent on the product versus how many new customers we're getting when looking at a marketing standpoint. Next, with the controls, we're looking at the marketing performance. So first off, social media engagement. We want to know how many likes, shares, comments, impressions our social media advertisements are going to be getting, since we're putting that into the budget standpoint. We also want to see the influencers campaign performance. We want to know what influencers are interacting well with it and which ones aren't. We also want to measure website traffic. This is just to make sure that we're getting traffic for the different advertisements we're putting out. And we also want to measure the ad performance. So how many times is it getting clicked on? How much are we spending on it per time it's getting clicked on? And what's the return on ad spent? The evaluation timeline for the controls looks like this. On a weekly basis, we want to monitor the ad performance and track social engagement. On a monthly basis, we want to monitor the sales data and website interactions. We can make minor adjustments through this just to make sure that the products keep getting pushed after the re-release. On a quarterly basis, we're going to review all the key performance indicators in order to just know that the product is still being pushed even after the relaunch. We also want to make a SWOT analysis just so we can follow the trends that our marketing and advertisements have been setting. On a biannual standpoint, we want to perform more in-depth brand perception studies. We want to know how the Google Glass is being viewed as in the market and if it's successful, and if not, that depends on whether we need to change up what we're doing or not. Contingency plans. So if things don't go as we plan, for instance, we get a negative media return, we want to be more open to letting people know the privacy of the glass is well, and CB talked about this earlier, and just letting our consumers know that there is no privacy matters, and if we're just real open about the product, that should take care of any negative media. If influencers are not satisfied, we want to really move around the budget just so we're not putting as much money into certain influencers. And that's also why we have the review of how influencers are reacting to it, so we can know if influencers are getting a good impact, put more towards them. If lesser of an impact, change around things. Also, technical issues. If the glasses do end up showing any signs of just misbehaving, we're going to have immediate updates and fix the issues, as that's like the most important thing with the Google Glass. Next, we're going to go over some charts and look at the couple of exhibits we thought were important to add. First is the timeline of the Google Glass. And the relaunch. This is just a bit of the history. So from 2012 to 2015, 2012, the Google Glass came about. 2013, the Explorer edition, which was more for the everyday consumer, came out with a price point at about $1,500. And then in 2015, they discontinued the Explorer conditions because the sales weren't there. So 2017 to 2023, 2017, the Google Glass Enterprise Edition came out. This was more for industrial use, such as in the workplace and just different functions of that nature. In 2019, they revamped it and relaunched a new and improved version. I believe they also lowered the price on it. But in 2023, the entire product got shut down, both the Enterprise and the Explorer Edition. So discontinued in 2023. And in 2025, they are considering bringing it back. So Google actually already has a plan. It's called Project Aura, and it's a new line of AR glasses. We essentially just looked at it as the Google Glass and made our marketing plan about that relaunch. Next, we're going to be looking at a chart of the marketing budget allocations. So on a just generalized standpoint, digital advertisements getting 40%, experimental marketing 30%, content and influencers are going to go with 20% of the marketing budget, and then campaign management and tools such as our controls are getting 10% of the budget. So digital advertising, that's like social media, search ads, anything on a website you're seeing, that's what we're going to advertise the Google Glass towards. Experimental marketing includes product demos, pop-up shops, different things like that, so that users can get hands-on experience with the Google Glass, makes them want to buy it more. Our content and influencers, as Queenie talked about in the section before, this is going to be our influencers branding, different blogs, different partnerships, lifestyle, tech influencer type partnerships for the advertisement. And then 10% towards marketing, research, and analytics. This is made really easy since Google is the company we're using. They already have their own analytical system, so 10% of the budget will be going towards that. The last thing we're going to look at here is the comparative analysis. This is just taking a look at a couple different brands that already have augmented and alternate reality features. We're looking at the Microsoft HoloLens, Apple Vision Pro, and the more recent Meta Ray-Ban glasses. The biggest difference is the pricing. The HoloLens runs at about $3,500 plus, depending on which feature you get or which edition you get. Apple Vision Pro is going to be about the same at $3,500, And then the new Meta Ray-Ban glasses are running about 300. Different AR compatibilities. The Google Glass is a bit moderate, while the HoloLens and Apple are going to be more advanced. That's why they have a higher price point, and that's why we propose around a $500 market, considering how the $300 glasses are very basic. When it comes to privacy control, the Google Glass showed no signs of privacy breach with the initial launch, and we plan to have even a higher privacy after the relaunch in 2025. The HoloLens is standard, Apple Vision Pro is pretty advanced, and the Meta Ray-Bans are as pretty basic levels of privacy. That's something they're coming under fire for right now, and that's something we're going to build off of and improve in our relaunch. There's just a few more differences, but this is our chart to mark all of those. And thank you for listening to our presentation.